Well, East Texas, as we get ready to head into our Friday afternoon, you're probably planning the weekend out, getting ready to head outside. Probably not a great idea, but today, not too bad. We got the clouds on the increase, but still some filtered sunshine making its way through. 58 degrees in downtown now. Humidity at 42%, but the dew point now at 35. That's actually significant because earlier this morning, dew points were actually down into the 20s. So you can see we're starting to see the return moisture coming into the area with those southeasterly winds. Take a look at the temperatures and the weather where you live. 62 degrees in Henderson, 57 Marshall, 57 in Gilmer, at 56 degrees in Canton, and 62 degrees currently in Lufkin. Now, let's talk about the weather setup as we head into the weekend. The first thing you want to know, we have declared a first alert weather day for both Saturday, Sunday, and even extending into Monday. We're talking several waves of rainfall, periods of rain that can be heavy at times making its way through the area, and that's going to probably cause some disruptions or even cancellations as we progress throughout the weekend. So we want to get you up to date and prepare for that. Again, outside now you can see the clouds on the increase. Again, these clouds are slowly increasing. They're the thin cirrus clouds that were making their way in now, but as we go throughout the afternoon, they'll begin to thicken and lower, so it will get darker throughout the day. But we're going to turn our attentions off to the south and west. Here's our big upper level low pressure, our next weather maker. You can see this huge trough that's carved out. And when you see a trough carved out to the south and west of you like this, it's like a conveyor belt. And you can see that moisture of rain that's just going to be lining up from the Pacific Ocean, driving across Mexico and right on into Texas. And definitely here in East Texas, that means rain, and rain that can be heavy at times. We'll go on a little closer now and show you the rain extending from Austin down to near Houston. And that rain is just now developing, and that's just the beginnings of what looks to be a very wet storm system, I should say, that will be making its way into the area. So today we'll see the clouds thickening up through the afternoon, temperatures climbing into the mid-60s. As we head into tonight, we'll start to see the clouds thickening up. Notice a couple of spotty light rain showers developing across the area. Rain showers pick up in more coverage and intensity overnight into Saturday morning. Now Saturday morning, notice we're in the 40s. Watch what happens as we go throughout Saturday midday. Rain, temperatures still in the 40s. Saturday afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Rain, temperatures in the 40s. You get the idea. Cold, wet, raw. That's how you're going to describe your Saturday. And then heading into Saturday evening, rain, temperatures in the 40s. Sunday morning, you guessed it. You can do my job. Rain, temperatures in the 40s. It's going to be a cold, wet weekend, folks. How much rainfall? That's the big story that everyone wants to know. Well, if you live along and north of I-20, you can expect at least 2 to 4 inches of widespread rainfall across the area. Central and southern sections, we're talking 3 to 6 inches likely, with some isolated higher totals in some of those localized areas. Now, you say, that's a lot of rainfall. It is. And I'll tell you what, we're worried about a little bit of flooding, but the good news, since most of us have been in somewhat of a drought lately, the ground could kind of absorb at least some of this moisture. But if you get any totals higher than 3, 4 inches, it could cause some problems. So we'll watch that. Now, once we get all the rain out of here, and that's not going to be until about Tuesday, we get one day of a nice break out there. But look at this. Frigid air builds up into Canada and the northern portions of the country. And yes, our first Arctic blast of the season heads our way by the middle and latter half of next week. We're talking the coldest air of the season, by far headed here. And take a look at the 7-day forecast. You'll be able to see 65 today, those showers mainly this evening and tonight. Then it's a first alert weekend with rain, cold rain. Highs may not get out of the 40s on Saturday. We get that break by Tuesday, but there's your Arctic front Wednesday night, and I put 42 and 30 there. It will likely trend colder, so just be prepared. Hard freezes look likely by the end of next week.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Cedric. We'll